Are you tired of your Form P85 getting rejected by HMRC? You are not alone. In this video, I'm breaking down the most common mistakes that most people make on their Form P85 that can lead to delays or outright rejection. And so stay with me to learn about these mistakes so that your Form P85 will be approved by HMRC. So what is Form P85? This is a form that you complete if you are leaving the UK permanently or if you are leaving the UK for a full-time employment for more than one tax year, even if you are leaving to still work for a UK employer. You also complete Form P85 if you are a foreign national that is leaving the UK after staying here for some time. This form tells HMRC that you are leaving the UK and you want to be up to date with all your taxes. And also, it tells HMRC to send your tax refund that is due to you in the tax year of leaving. Most people leaving the UK partway through the tax year will be entitled to a tax refund if their total income that they have received in the tax year of leaving is less than the personal allowance and that income has been taxed. So if your income received up to the date you left the UK is below your personal allowance, if you have been taxed, that amount of tax will be refunded to you. So that is how you get your tax refund. You complete Form P85, get this tax refund. If this is your first time here, my name is Amma, a chartered accountant and a tax professional from AB & Co Accounting and Tax Services. Let's get started. So what are some of these mistakes that we will be exploring in this video? The first mistake is completing Form P85 using inaccurate personal information. So if you indicate on the form personal information that HMRC do not hold about you, there will be differences in personal information that you have indicated on the form and the personal information that HMRC holds about you. When that happens, this form will be rejected because they can't reconcile those details. When that happens, the form may be rejected because HMRC will not be able to identify you to your HMRC records. So it's important to ensure every information you indicate on the Form P85 is accurate and it agrees with information on your payslip and with HMRC. Otherwise, this can cause delays or outright rejection. That is the first mistake. The next mistake you need to avoid is indicating a wrong date you leave the UK or left the UK. You need to enter an accurate date you left the UK. Otherwise, this will affect the amount of refund, if you're due one, that you get. Therefore, it's important to enter correct date you left the UK to ensure your tax refund, if you're due one, that you receive will be accurate. Another mistake that you need to avoid when completing Form P85 is not including all relevant documents that will enable HMRC to accurately process your form. An example of this document is P45. If you don't include your P45, HMRC may not be able to process your Form P85 accurately, and that can cause delays, and that may even cause outright rejection. And so ensure you've included all documents that must go with a Form P85. Ensure HMRC processes your Form P85 quickly and approves it for your refund to be ready for you if you're due one. Another major mistake that most people make is if you are completing self-assessment and the reason why you are completing self-assessment has ended because you are leaving the UK. On your last self-assessment, you need to enter the end date, that reason. For example, if you are self-employed and that has come to an end because you are leaving the UK, on your last self-assessment tax return, you need to enter the date that the self-employment ended in the tax year of leaving. If this is not done, HMRC will issue subsequent tax returns for you. And if you fail to prepare and submit these subsequent tax returns, you may incur penalty. And so it's crucial to ensure that you close your self-assessment records before leaving. We do receive a lot of requests from us in this situation because they have received penalties from HMRC and they didn't know that they needed to close their self-assessment tax return records. Don't fall a victim. Please close all your self-assessment records if you do not meet any of the self-assessment criteria anymore because you've left the UK. Another major mistake that most people make on their Form P85 is indicating that they are non-resident, whilst in fact they are resident. You need to do the assessment carefully to know whether you are still a UK resident or a non-UK resident. Here is when a professional is required. You may contact us to help you assess your UK resident status or speak to a tax advisor to help you on this. This is crucial, so get it right. Otherwise, you are completing the form incorrectly, and that can cause delays or outright rejection. Another reason why your form may delay or may be rejected is not providing all your income information on the form. Incorrect income may delay your form being approved by HMRC. And so gather all your documents and ensure you have all your income information and include them on the Form P85. Another reason why your form or your refund may be delayed is providing a wrong address. HMRC will need to send you a check payment to a UK address if you are due a tax refund. Currently, they can't pay it into your bank account, so they will send you a check. So if you provide a wrong address, HMRC will not be able to send the check at all, or it will go to an address that you are not living, which may mean you will not get your tax refund. So ensure you have provided the right address where you want the check to be sent to. These are 7 mistakes to avoid. Now let's see how you can avoid these mistakes. The first one is to use a professional. A professional can ensure all your details and the form will be completed accurately. You may contact us to help you with this or speak to your tax advisor. Another thing you can do is organize all the documents and ensure everything is ready and have approved that every document that you have is with you. Then use those information to complete the form. That will also help you avoid these mistakes. You may also consider submitting the form electronically to HMRC. That helps to remove some of these mistakes. That is another way you can avoid the mistakes. In summary, you need to be organized before you start completing the Form P85. As always, all our videos are for education purposes only, and they are not in any way, including this one, tax advice or any form of advice. If you want personal, tailored advice, please contact us using the details in the description or speak to your tax advisor or your accountant to help. I hope this video has been useful. If it has, please send us a signal by hitting the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tax tips such as this one. Thank you for watching.